So we didn't have a pump to give this cow the mineral oil that she needed. So we rigged up a esophageal feeder for a calf and then stuck it into a 5/8 tube. And it worked really well.
Perfect. There you go, Mama. That'll make you feel better. So hopefully this moves stuff through her. I think we should put that whole bucket in her though, and then the mineral oil after. Oh my goodness. Is it seriously videoing the other side? I just took like a 3-minute video of the barn. I had it set up and then it must have flipped when it turned off.
Because I think we just want maybe one of those would be mineral oil. I think because that's 2 quarts. Yeah. I think that's 2 quarts.
I'm gonna trust you on the measurements. I don't understand it.
Well, there's probably milliliters on there too.
Yeah, maybe.
I should have counted how much. This
is 3.
3. So 4, that'd be 2 gallons. Just right. I think that's about what we got.
Okay, so how much?
I just do half of that thing with that.
With mineral oil?
Yeah.
Okay, and then fill it up with the water.
The hardest part's like, there's so many stinking different scenarios. Like,
Totally.
how do you remember what to do in every one of them?
Yeah. You know what? Tubing, electrolytes, and mineral oil.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
I have pulled so many sheep through dumb stuff that like you had no idea what was going on and you just electrolyted them for like 2 days.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've done with that overeating or whatever on calves.
Right.
Like they've been flat out dead.
Yeah.
And you just tube them and give them that Pepto-Bismol, Baytril,
Yeah. Right.
drench, and it just. I don't know if that's gonna mix. It's probably separated 50-50. Let's see what's on the top. Oil floats. Yeah, that's like a 7th grade science project.
But now it'll be on the bottom.
Uh-oh. 1 minute.
We're filling her up. Still going.
Yeah.
Still going. She probably was just trying to burp a little. That's good. That means her guts are moving.
Yeah.
And if we would have been in her lungs, she would have been dead long ago.
How many gallons is there?
I don't know.
That's something.
A lot.
But
It's
backed
huge.
up, yeah. Probably 10 gallons.
1 pail is like the hind quarter of it. This is actually working pretty slick.
Yeah. Look at that jagged end lead pipe.
It's actually not too bad. Oh wow. Okay, that's working. But it's all the sugars are in the bottom.
Yeah. Do you want to mix it, or I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't mix anyway.
Do you want more mineral oil down there?
Maybe
I
well,
can put a little bit more in here.
yeah. Do a
little splash more.
yeah. The mineral oil isn't gonna kill her.
No. No, it should. Yeah.
If she comes out of this, I'm getting most.
For a burger.
What? No, I'm just. I guess I could butcher her.
Get your vet certification. Yeah, Banamine given IV doesn't have a long withdrawal.
All right.
So if she makes it like 2 days, you can get it.
Okay.
I mean, we can check withdrawal. Alright, so hold on. Are we taking this tube out? You're happy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna plug the end off. And I'm gonna run.
Alright, we're good.
There you go, Mama. Oh. Oh, yeah.
You know what? She looks better.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yep.
we'll see how her.
Yeah, well, not Banamine should hit her.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Cool. There you go, sweetheart. That'll feel better. I hope you
You
make
hate to
it.
lose her.
I know, and I could feel the calf in there too. Yeah, I should check. The cotyledons were like this big. I should check like he could stage her according to how big the cotyledons are. It's actually super cool because the negative pressure of the rumen that you're supposed to like feel by sucking on it, which I never like to do. But anyways, then the esophageal feeder, like as soon as that pressure, it just sucked all the stuff right straight into the rumen. It was super cool. So it was actually, it was really slick. And I think she does look quite a bit better.
Her off by herself on a night and then another day. And then the next morning we went and looked at her and brought her in. And that was the day that we poked the beat down, supposedly, if there was a beat. But, and then she just wasn't doing good.
And was she bloated originally, like when you
could
brought her
tell.
in?
Yeah, you could tell. And that's another thing I noticed. She was really round and floaty looking out there too.
Yeah, and typical, like you just moved her to a different feed source.
Yeah.
And then she was on beet tops.
Better feed, so there's cows laying around anyway, so.
Right. Yeah, and then today she was just still not looking great.
She just went and laid down for a day and a half.
Oh, what else did you say? Oh, you noticed her over by the tree doing the uncomfortable dance.
before we brought her in.
Yeah.
But then the last 2 days she just laid down pretty much.
Then decided to tube her to try and dislodge potentially the beat, but then we noticed that she was impacted potentially. So we noticed that she was straining to poop, and the poop that was coming out looked like horse poop, which is not normal. So then we grabbed a glove and pulled that out, and the guts were just empty. So there's obviously nothing coming through, which then led me to believe that it was potentially an impaction, which also has very similar clinical signs. And it also had a big change in weather, plus a pasture move, which could have potentially put her off water and be really dehydrated. And we did check her with a little skin tent. She was dehydrated. And we thought potentially impaction, so that led us to tubing electrolytes and a bunch of mineral oil. And we didn't have the typical or the traditional vet supplies for it, but we improvised and we were able to treat her, and I think she's looking a lot better.